The Shadow in the Pines. The town of Blackwood, Maine, was the kind of place where secrets didn't stay buried. They just waited for the snow to melt. Ethan, a former detective who moved back to take care of his aging father, was settling into his quiet life until the night Clara showed up at his porch, drenched in rain and shivering. Clara was the town's golden girl, the daughter of the local senator, but tonight she looked like she'd seen a ghost. "He's gone, Ethan," she whispered. And the basement door was locked from the inside. She was talking about her husband, Marcus, a wealthy tech developer who had many enemies but few friends. Ethan drove Clara back to her sprawling estate. As they entered, the air felt heavy with the scent of pine and expensive cologne. They reached the basement. Ethan kicked the door open. The room was empty, except for a single vintage record player spinning a silent groove. On the floor lay Marcus's wedding ring, smashed into pieces. "Why would he leave this?" Ethan asked, his detective instincts flaring. "We had an argument," Clara confessed, her voice trembling, "about the money he was hiding. He said if I told anyone, we'd both disappear." Suddenly, the lights flickered and died. A heavy thud echoed from the floor above. Ethan pulled out his flashlight, the beam cutting through the darkness. "Stay behind me," he commanded. They climbed the stairs, their footsteps creaking on the old oak. In the hallway, Ethan saw a muddy footprint, a size 12 boot, much larger than Marcus's. Just as they reached the study, a phone started ringing. It was Marcus's cell phone, sitting right on the desk. Ethan answered. A distorted voice on the other end said, "She didn't tell you everything, detective. Ask her about the night at the lake 10 years ago." Ethan turned to Clara, but she wasn't looking at. She was looking at the window reflection. Behind Ethan stood a tall figure in a dark raincoat, holding a heavy wrench. The suspense reached a breaking point as Clara whispered, "Ethan, that's not Marcus. That's the man Marcus was paying to keep my secret." The screen would cut to black right as the figure lunged.